Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get into today's video session. Here we go. We are going to be talking about a Panasonic system. What kind of system? Yeah! Welcome back on my video today. So today we are gonna be talking about we're gonna be talking about Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55. First of all, let's give you a bit of information about what this thing actually was. I remember seeing one of these things back in 2000. When I saw it first time, it looked really impressive. Whoa! What is this? And it looked really impressive. Panasonic made such a different kind of system that nobody has ever seen before. That was back in 2000, man. Now, we're talking about 2020, today's day. It's the same concept because it's a TOUGHBOOK line of laptops, isn't it? As I'm going to go through this video, you will understand what really TOUGHBOOK really is. Why is it actually even called a TOUGHBOOK? Whoa, it's tough, man. You're really tough. Boom, boom, boom. You ain't gonna go, hey, are ya? It's something about it. It's very tough indeed. Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55, huh? First of all, I'm gonna go into one of the specification sheet I've seen. Right. The specs on this thing is Intel Core i5 8365 V Pro processor. I haven't actually heard of that CPU, to be honest. Never heard of it, never tried it. Okay? Windows 10 Pro 14 HD active matrix LCD. Maximum flexibility by 2 expansion slots. Beats me. Whatever that is. And TOUGHBOOK universal bay. Okay. And up to 20 hours battery life with standard battery. I'm not going to go too much in this video about this. So in this video, I'm going to make this video pretty basic. First, we need to understand what the thing is. Okay? Now, I told you this is a lineup of TOUGHBOOK laptops. And it's pretty interesting. So what it is. So I'm going to just go through all this and explain it step by step. If there's anything to be explained now. Okay, this is a Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55. So with Windows 10 Pro, okay, flexible flexible configurations. A lot of videos you probably watching. I don't know if they actually explain this properly. If you look at this system, the configuration they're talking about is components. Yeah, components. Oh boy, is using every single desktop PC component in this thing. Okay? You have to choose the device that suits you best. Because there's one on Intel Core i5, and there's another one on Intel Core i7 as well. Okay? There is another one. We will be going through that in more depth knowledge. Because I'm going to be using a website, because people are just explaining it like that. They don't actually know what they're ordering and what they're paying for, innit? They don't know nothing like that. It's good to see what options are available to all the stuff you're going to be installing in this thing. Okay? And Universal Bay. Universal Bay. 14 TOUGHBOOK ever built. Now, the previous TOUGHBOOK we had was 13.1. Now this one's 14-inch. This is one. There you go. This is one of the toughest TOUGHBOOK. Wow. Ever built. I mean, it's gonna be pretty strong, man. Strong chassis, man. It's gonna be very strong chassis. And it probably give you more freedom of your water resistant stuff. So the water doesn't go inside it, stuff like that. I will go a bit more further about that. Let's just carry on with this video and let's get to these stuff first. And making it easier, right, to exactly what the customers want. Okay? So whenever a person buys this thing here, he needs to understand what components he needs to buy for this thing. Because everybody's got their own liking, haven't they? You know? What they want to put in there. Some people might not use some of these things. Because some of the stuff that's on this system, even I don't need to use them. So, as I am the user for myself, when I'm going to buy this thing, I'm going to be buying the stuff I really need. Can you see how it works? So I can be one user, another user can be saying something else. He'll buy something that he really prefers. The other thing, if you look at nowadays laptops, they're really weird. They don't even have an Ethernet port in them. Thunderbolt 3 and a DVD or a Blu-ray drive. That's ridiculous, isn't it? They don't have any of that. But in this system, you have great luck. We'll talk about that a bit later on. The most secure Windows device in the market. What? I mean, secure can mean many things. The outside of it is very solid, isn't it? And the inside is all protected. There's nothing can go inside of it. And the other thing is that it gives you great protection. Let's go a bit more into that. Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55, yeah, offers greatest protection, highly advanced, right, now and in the future. So when we talk about highly advanced, it's gonna protect you from many stuff that comes inside the system and it tries to do something to it. It protects you from it. It has a very high level of it. Panasonic's done a great job on that, by the way. Okay, Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55 is the most amazing Windows device in the market. Okay, that comes with highest level of hardware, software, and identity protection ready right out of the box. I mean, I gotta say, this thing is amazing. I'm not gonna say something else. This is a game changer for computing security. Yeah, man, this amazing piece of kit this is. Now I'm going to talk about more of this stuff, about its components. You know, when I mentioned that some laptops don't have Ethernet and DVD drive or Blu-ray drive, even with this system, right, you can have it the same way. Is that going to be a good thing for the Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55? No. Of course not. If I show you the pictures in my next video, you'll be very surprised how good this thing really is. It's amazing, man. Amazing. You see, the system is completely different to what we've seen before. I mentioned your DVD or Blu-ray drive, didn't I? From the Panasonic official website, you can buy a DVD or a Blu-ray drive for it. You just buy one of these drives and you just push it. You look at where the connector is, right way, you push it in and it clips in. That's all. Is that easy? You get a drive in the system, which you didn't have in the first place, just like normal regular laptops are doing. From that, it's very impressive. You can put a DVD or a Blu-ray drive in it, and from that, you can use your discs. How amazing is that? It also has a biometric where it scans your eyes and recognizes you. Finger sensor, it's also got that. Smart card reader. Wow, check it out, man. You could put all of these components, right, in this system. How cool is that? You can put memories and hard drives and SSDs in there. It's going for every single component in there. Okay, they mentioned something like dedicated GPU. I'm not going to go too much into the graphics card, but the dedicated GPU they use in this thing, right? How that works, we probably already know it's got Intel HD. They are giving you an 80 Radeon video card. Normally, maybe this system probably wouldn't be so great without that. But when you go for the 88 Radeon, right? Because you can also get this system without that GPU as well. You really don't want to do that. You really want to put a video card in there. Once you put that video card, yeah, it gives you pretty good performance. If you're using Adobe Photoshop for your editing videos, it's coming great for that. We know video cards are for gaming. Would gaming be good on this laptop with this 80 Radeon video card? It will be. Some videos showed some games running on this thing. It looks pretty good. It's gonna be damn good. Okay, right now we've got this choice of having this 80 Radeon video card. Can you buy any other video card instead of this one if you wanted to? Not right now. No. As Panasonic says, in the future, they'll be releasing more video cards, giving you better graphics. Believe it or not, the 80 Radeon, it's pretty good video card. No joke. It's really good. You have to try for yourself. It's very impressive. If even you're a gamer, you're gonna love this thing. Okay. We'll cover more with these components and all that when we make the next video. And it's a great piece of kit. Right. Now let's go more into this device. Why is it called a TOUGHBOOK? It's not called a TOUGHBOOK because it's got good upgradability. Upgradability is just your own for the user, what he wants to put in there, what he wants to use in it. That's what the components are there. But the word TOUGHBOOK is not for that. You see, the police officers, right, construction workers and military people use one of these devices. It's very, very impressive for them kind of people. If you want to, they need like a good Windows 10 device. So what does all this mean? This system, right, protects itself from dust. The dust might go on top of it, but it will never go inside the system. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't go in there. Even you got big gloves and you're doing work and you're holding one, you can use it. Doesn't matter what kind of condition your gloves are in. This laptop never messes up. No, it doesn't. You probably heard about an eyepiece. I think this new one, Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55, uses IP53. What are the IP53s? I think the previous one used IP64. Oh, sorry, IP65. These are water resistance technology. It's been introduced in many devices before, but they didn't sell so well. This water resistance technology, you know, when you got like heavy rain, it wouldn't go inside the laptop. Water won't just go in there. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's made in a specific way. The way you even look at the keyboard, yeah, the water can't go inside the keys. Not in the touchpad, not in the mouse buttons. No, they won't go through there. If you look at the components, which you can't see right now, each component has got some plastic covering on it. They covered it very firmly. I'm not joking on that. The way they covered it, right, is waterproof thing that's covering it. So when that plastic over it. It's on the hard drive. Whatever is on SSD, that water's not going to go through that hard drive SSD either. That's amazing, isn't it? That water won't just go through there. He's kept every single thing in this device waterproof, so the water doesn't go in there. It's that good, man. The previous one had some air vents in there. It's been said that by Panasonic, you could see the grills, yeah, but the water still wouldn't go through there because there's a lot of things that block it and it evaporates the water. You see, it wouldn't let you just go through there. This is that good. But I assume the new one has a Pacific, because the previous one, I think it was TOUGHBOOK 31. Yeah, that had a fan at the side. You need to have a fan, innit? Because lots of people probably were thinking, it's got an air vent in there, water can go inside it, and it can damage inside the components. But that wasn't the case. It didn't do any of that. It just wouldn't do that. If you understand the technology more wisely, that fan has a lot of things covering it from top to bottom. And even on the air vents, it's got something there so the water doesn't just go through that. As the fan's spinning, and it's using special things as well, it will just dry up the water from there. It won't let go through. It won't go through anyway. It just goes from there. It's made in that kind of style. It's incredible, man. Now, the other thing is that the new one, they made the air vents a bit smaller. In the previous one, you could see them, they were larger. They made it smaller. They made the system even tougher, so water can't go inside there. So what an incredible piece of kit this is, isn't it? No dust can go in there, no water can go in there, not even snow. There were mentions on about snow. Even when it snows on there, and it snows, but you're not gonna get big planks of things hitting you going boom, boom, boom when it snows. It's not gonna go and do that, is it? So basically, you see snow, that little drops in it. They go like, as it's snowing, right? Have you noticed when it snows, them drops turn into water straight away? It depends on the speed of the snow. Yeah? The more faster it snows, the more quickly it builds. If the snow is quite slow when it's happening, then it's just going to turn into water, even on a platform. Try to understand this. If we were sitting in a snowy condition, well, I won't be using that thing. Maybe some other people will. As it's going to snow, it's going to hit the keys, isn't it? And the touchpad. That's going to turn into water. As I already said, snow is water, isn't it? It turns to water. I already mentioned to you, it's water resistant. Then how can snow go in there? They both are water, aren't they? One's specifically water, one doesn't actually look water, but when he starts dropping onto the platform, then he becomes water, doesn't it? Here, it's water again. Water resistant thing comes in there again, isn't it? So when water hits it, that's it. Nothing happens to it. Very tough, isn't it? This TOUGHBOOK is. Now let's talk about the real toughness of the TOUGHBOOK. The outside chassis is very strong. Hear the laptop? It's very strong. Panasonic company has made this chassis very, very strong. You could tell. The reason it's called a TOUGHBOOK, imagine you had this laptop in a construction, you know where the construction people are building things, when they're putting bricks and whatever they're putting on there, like windows, and he's got it on some kind of a wooden thing, and he's put it on top of it. And if it's closed, because it's got a latch on there, you have to press it and then it picks up, the latch will. Yeah? Once you pick it up, then it opens. But we're not talking about that part. So when it's closed, right, the toughness of the TOUGHBOOK, where it comes from, when that drops to the floor, it won't break. No. We're on about a huge height. I don't know how high this thing can carry. I have no idea. But why it's called a TOUGHBOOK? If there was some kind of a height, the way, so basically, you know, the place you're working at, and the person's doing something, is probably, I don't know, went into our website, or doing a Skype chat with something like that, because it's even got a data SIM card in there. It's got that as well, yeah. So you can communicate to somebody using the internet. You go to the internet and use Skype through the internet using your data SIM card. At that level, that person is like using a sword going. Imagine he's doing that, and at the same time, he leaves his TOUGHBOOK up there. If that was a regular laptop, it will go into pieces. It'll break. Believe me, they don't have that kind of facility. They're not tough from the outside casing, are they? They drop, they'll break. Now this is where Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55 comes in, or any TOUGHBOOK that we previously. This TOUGHBOOK 55 is even more advanced than the previous one they go. If this TOUGHBOOK drops, it won't break. It just wouldn't break. That's why it's called a TOUGHBOOK. It's tough, it knows it's tough, isn't it? One thing, look, it's tough on the outside. You drop it, it won't break. You can take in a dust, heavy rain, snow environments. That won't go inside. That's tough. And then it's got a great configuration and upgradability for your components. You're not lacking any components. You don't lack anything in this machine. You can put whatever you want there. a lot of stuff that you can think of. Which should I put in there? Which component should I put in there? Whatever you want to put in there. I'll think about it. Should I put that in there? You know what? If you're positive about that, just buy the laptop, and at a later stage, think about what components you want to put in there. Because sometimes a person can't decide what to buy at the same time. Just buy the TOUGHBOOK and just buy the components at a later stage. Yeah, you could do that. So it makes, you could think about it, what to get for it, and what you really need. Because sometimes, I think one primary thing that people should really buy is the DVD or Blu-ray drive to play your discs, and external battery. So it gives you more power for your battery without using a charger. It'll turn your thing into that. Now let's talk a bit about the battery. You see, this laptop comes with a battery. Now the single battery gives you 20 hours, as already mentioned. From their website, you can go and buy another one. Let's just stop there for a bit. Usually, when we have our laptops and the battery that they come up with, they run about 6 hours, aren't they? They're not more than that. 6 hours. Can you place another battery in them? No, you can't. There isn't any more space in there. So what you have to do, you have to take out your previous battery and you have to put the upgrade battery in there. And when you put an upgrade battery, you might just still get 10 hours out of it. Then you might get 8 hours. 8 to 10 hours only. What is that? They just gave just extra hours. Understand this. Your previous battery is only 6 hours. The upgraded battery is only 8 to 10 hours. That's still very poor. But if you look at the Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55, the single battery that comes up with is already 20 hours. It's already beaten them. Check that out. It's already got a better battery. So how does the upgrade battery work on Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55 then? You see, it's already got a battery in there when you buy it. Guess what? You might have one on the left. There's another one, on the right hand side. You can place another battery in there. Yes, you can put another battery in this laptop. Yeah, it'll probably make it heavier because it's 2 batteries in it. Probably with one battery, it might be light, but with another second battery, it will go a bit heavier. But what happens with that? You already got 20 hours with a single battery. Your other single battery is 20 hours as well. Once you have your both batteries together, 20 plus 20 equals 40 hours. Oh, blimey. 40 hours of battery life. No chance. Even buying a regular laptop, right, and having your upgrade battery will never go up there. Oh, wait. Maybe just 8 to 10 hours or 8 to 12 hours. That's it. You ain't gonna go more than that. This is insane. We're not about 8 to 12 hours here. But you have to shift your previous battery. That's pretty silly. They should follow that footstep, what Panasonic was doing. They should make laptops using 2 batteries. They should use 2 batteries, I think. Because having 2 batteries, your battery will last longer. Okay, it'll probably go heavier, but it gives you a better battery life, doesn't it? Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55, you can have 2 batteries in one device, and it will equal to 40 hours battery life. Pretty amazing. Pretty insane stuff. So, this is what I wanted to tell you about the Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55. In my next video, I'll be going more depth, show you your pictures on there. And so, you will understand more of it. So, in this video, I just want to tell you about the Panasonic TOUGHBOOK 55. So, I hope you guys like the video. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.